Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the FV304, the Tier 6 British SPG, otherwise known as a Bert. This one's located on the south spawn of Minsk under the command of heavy999. And in fact, this is two replays featuring the Bert. And he gets on, well, we'll see how he gets on in both games. He's got the 4.5 inch howitzer. We know that because it says 114.3 millimeters, which is the caliber of the 4.5. And he's capable of doing 450 alpha and penetrating 28 millimeters of armor. Now, we've seen a few battles from heavy999 recently, and he's done pretty well. Oh, that was so close to the AMX 5100. Now remember, it's mainly a short-range Arty, but it is capable of doing considerable damage, and of course it's got a very fast fire rate. The book reload is 12.94 seconds. Oh, narrowly missed the MT25. Yeah, although the reload is 12.94 seconds, we can see that Heavy's got 10.5, so he's a little bit quicker. Now he's having to take a forward position just to get a shot, because you can see the his view range is, well, it's on the mini-map. It's actually quite close. Very difficult for him to get accurate shots. Okay, let's have a look. See if he does it now. Rounds out. That's a hit. Oh, and he got a fire. Yep, and we lost sight of him just after he got the fire. But it looks like he doesn't have a fire extinguisher because, yeah, that fire went on for much longer than you expected. If it'd been a fire extinguisher one, you would have seen it briefly and then it would have ended. Okay, going to the T29. You can get a nice little shot on this one. He's right up against the wall. Rounds out. Just lands behind him. Here we go. Rounds out. This should hit. It does. Only 32 hit points, but it hit the side of the turret. And since it did a critical hit, I think it may have damaged one of his crew members. That's another hit and a fire, and there was a fire extinguisher on this one because although the fire went on for it went on for a brief moment and then it put itself out. And that's the second one, 99 this time. I think that's damaged his engine. It certainly damaged his tracks. Rounds out. Another direct hit on the same spot. This time he did 196 and he's pulling back. He's not happy. He has to pull back. Unfortunately, got a bit of a rescue bloom, but he's still got another hit on the T29, only for 28 this time. Okay, he's going to go for him again. Fires it while he's fully dilated, and the shell doesn't land near the T29. He's got a Firefly to aim at now. Fires the round in. Unfortunately, the Firefly moved out the way before the shell arrived. Okay, the T29's gone back to his firing position. Rounds out. Here we go. He's going to get hit again. He does 100 this time. This could be very useful for heavy999 because he's racking up the damage on this guy. And that one tracked him. So he's stuck in that position. He's burned his repair kit already. And here's another one, going to hit the turret. It does, but it doesn't do any damage. It hits the turret cupola completely. You can see direct hit on the rear of the cupola. Oh, and that one hit the front of the vehicle as well. 108 on the front plate of the tank. And the T29's been taken out by the Skoda T27. Now, this is the good thing about the river being drained for the repairs. You can actually go down into the river and shoot from there instead, and it's very difficult for the enemy to see you. Now he's aiming towards an UDES 03 who was last seen in this vicinity. If he's still around, he's probably in those bushes. Rounds out. Is he still there? No. Could probably get a bit closer. That was an enemy Arty shell coming in there. So we know the enemy Arty is fairly close as well. In fact, we can see that he potentially in the river as well on the other side of the bridge. Now it might be a bit dangerous for Heavy to take this position. We just spotted the enemy units moving south, or moving north I should say. Okay, can he get a shot? Let's hope he can. Rounds out. Just to the side. Try it again. You might get a kill shot. Go for it. Line it up. Rounds out. This could be a kill. It is. Nice shot. Now, by going down here, there's a chance he might be able to catch that enemy FV304. I wonder if he's going to try and go around the corner and shotgun the guy in the face. He might still be there. Careful. Ooh, that was a bit dicey. But he's now getting closer to the enemy. Now. Oh, the firefly's gone, so we can't get a shot on him. We can't see. Oh, now we see the Bert. Okay, spotted him. And the Bert suddenly realised he's been found. And he's starting to get lined up to engage him. Oh, he's screwed it up. Now, can heavy999 get a shotgun on this Bert? I think he can. And he does. Beautiful. Right into the side. No chance of surviving that. Perfectly on target. The enemy Arty, the only other one still alive, a Crusader SP, trying to get a shot. So he must be close by, probably behind those fell trees. Meanwhile, Heavy's going to go for the Super Hellcat. He's just trying to line up a shot. And he gets it! Nice one. He's getting closer and closer to the enemy. There's the Crusader. He's actually moved to the building area. And they're getting trapped in there. He's going to go for the Super Pershing. Can he get a kill? Guy's pulling back from the Brock, so he fires around in anyway. Didn't get a hit. I think the enemy's kind of cornered now. He's got 3 kills and he's just been asked to platoon with the KV2. And he's got 3 kills as well, which means they might be able to get a brothers in arms. I think it's very likely. Fires around in T28 prototype. It hits the building. He might have better chances this time round. Rounds out. Yes, a direct hit this time. The enemy Crusader's gone. The last enemy is this T28 prototype and he's in sight, and that's the kill. So 4 kills for Heavy. Here's the end of battle results for the first game, and it was an ace tanker for heavy999 in the FV304 the Bert on the Minsk map. He managed to get a fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills. He did get 4 exactly. A bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He managed to get 11. And he did get a brothers in arms because he platooned with the KV2 and they both had at least 3 kills. And his win rate in that battle was 6,090. Very high score. Super Unicum standard. Let's have a look at team score and see where he was. Well, the highest damage in the game actually went to the KV2. The other partner in the platoon, he got 2,285 hit points. And of course he picked up the brothers in arms. The second highest damage in the game went to heavy999 with 2,183. And the third highest damage in the game actually went to the enemy T28 prototype, the last one killed on the enemy team by heavy999. He got 1966. There was no high caliber, I'm afraid, on this occasion. They didn't get 20% of the enemy hit pool. When it came to kills though, it was definitely Heavy who got the high score with that one. 4 kills to him, 3 kills to the KV2, also to the Skoda T27 and the T28 prototype. And when it came to base XP, it was the KV2 did best in that one. 1,014 went to him, 938 went to the King Tiger captured, 917 went to Heavy999. Heavy999 fired 26 rounds, got 14 direct hits on the enemy and 2 penetrations. I'll just quickly check those because I think that they the FV304, yep, he got a pen on that guy. And the other one he penetrated, probably the Super Hellcat, yes he did. So he got both of those. And he also got 17 splash on the enemy, 2,183 hit points, of which 1,799 were at more than 300 meters. So yes, it was the Bert that was the very close kill. He did damage 6 of the enemy, killed 4, and he earned 35,364 credits from the game. And after a resupply of ammunition and consumables, took away a profit of 8,864. If he hadn't been on a premium account, he would have actually made a loss. 1,375 XP, same again as the total because he didn't get any extras. But that was a very good game on Minsk. It shows you can play the Bert up close on that map now that the river's been drained. It makes it a little easier to play the Bert, or the Bishop for that matter, on that map. But you've still got to remember to take care that you don't get spotted by the enemy, because if you do, you're going to be on the receiving end of some rather nasty shots, because obviously everyone thinks of the FV304 as quite a nasty Arty because it can shoot so quickly and track you in place. And that T29 really felt, well, he got hit repeatedly, tracked at least more than once, and so he wasn't a very happy customer. Anyway, that's the end of the first battle. Let's have a look at the second one. The second replay is on the Mountain Pass map and on the South Spawn. Game on. Well, as many of you know, the FV304 never actually got built, but well, Wargaming have actually put it together in terms of basically from the design drawings and what it was supposed to have. It was supposed to have a Meteor engine. That's the same engine as on the Spitfires, the Merlin, but with a no supercharger and a 500 horsepower engine capable of doing, well, a fair whack of speed, because it's not a particularly big Arty in size. He's having a quick look towards the ice road. Nobody turned up there yet, but we do have a Super Chaffee down there, so he's probably going to be the first one to spot the enemy when they turn up. Oh, he's got to the corner, and there's a VK3001P coming down, and well, we can see that Heavy is already lined up, ready to take a shot. Fires at the VK3002M, who pulls back into a shot. Oh, that's a pen. He penned him there. 450 alpha, and he got 514. Rounds out again. That VK's not a happy bunny, and it looks like the VK3001P came directly behind the 3002, which probably caused the 3002 to cross the road as quickly as can, or cross the pass, and the VK3001P took a hit for 109. Now we've lost sight of him. Oh, and we've lost our reticule as well, which means the mountain was in the way, and the enemy 3002 was killed. Now it looks like he's decided to change position, and he's heading to the west. There might be an advantage to actually going to the end of the round the corner, the end of the bridge road, because from there he can shoot at the enemies coming in from the west, the ice road, and also to the end of the bridge road. Okay, the target he's now looking at is a T23E3. See, that one fell slightly to one side. Oh, he's got a perfect shot now, and he's dialing in on the rear of that T23E3. Almost fully dialed in, rounds out. Yes, he hit him. He's still there. In fact, it's not the T23, it was the Skoda T25 that he hit, who's hiding behind the rock. Now, he's got thin armor, so he's not going to like these shots, because some of them can probably penetrate him. He's still there. I think he's still tracked. Rounds out. Another direct hit on the engine, and he sets light to him this time, and there's no fire extinguisher, and he didn't get a fire kill. He didn't get the arsonist, but he certainly badly damaged that guy. He actually helped him to be killed. We're now going to go for the Black Prince, who's at the other end of the bridge road. We're dialing in. This could be a nasty hit for the Black Prince. Rounds out. He pulls forward, takes it on the engine bay. 207. Look, it actually went through the turret. It wasn't a pen shot, but it certainly badly damaged him. And he hit him again. A direct hit. Now I think the enemy are in a pretty poor position now because we're almost at their cap area. That one hit the ground near the Black Prince. I have the sneaking suspicion that he's thinking about making a quick dash across the bowl to the enemy cap area, but we've just spotted a T-150 over in the west, and that T-23E3 is guarding the bowl. He just got a direct hit on the T-150 for 131. The enemy T-23 has just been killed by the 40 TP, so that's good news. Now, can we get a hit? Going for the T-3485. He pulls back in time. Oh, but he just took a massive hit from the Oni. And there goes the T-150. He just fired at that guy. Unfortunately, he's not going to get anything. But this poor T-3485 took a huge hit from the Oni. And the Panther M10 makes short work of him. There's only 4 enemies left. 2 Arty, a heavy tank, the Black Prince, and the other one is their T-71DA, who was the other side of this bowl, but he's actually now moved back to get close to the cap area, trying to defend the cap. Now we've stopped in the bowl to shoot at the enemy. Black Prince just misses him. The enemy lost one of their Arty, the GW Panther. Rounds out the Black Prince. Direct hit. He's racking up the damage. Huge amount of damage so far. 1,776. And that's not counting the blind hits. Remember, he hit the Skoda T25 with blind hits. Or was it the Panther T25? It was the Skoda T25. Okay, these guys are still defending the cap area. The T-71 and the Black Prince, and they've killed all the vehicles on the ice road. So one of them might be the T-71, might decide to go down the ice road to see if he can get to our cap and put some pressure on us. Rounds out in the cap area. No, he's not there. Well, the Black Prince is still guarding the cap area, but we can't see the T-71, so he might not be there anymore. Rounds out. Direct hit. Oh, he is still there in the back. The Black Prince is taking all the punishment, but he is dealing out punishment as well. He killed the AMX 1357. He's a one-shot, and he's just killed our Panther M10. And our M4A3E8, the Sherman Easy 8, well, the T-71's decided to abandon the cap area. Oh no, he's going up the rise. Rounds out. That T-71 is the last enemy vehicle. Oh, and he just took out our Easy 8. We fire around at him, but this is getting quite dicey because although he's the last one alive, there's 3 Arty on our team, and the Oni's the last tank. Rounds out. Is that T-71 going to try and disappear? It looks like he's coming down that slope, in which case he might be coming in this direction. Okay, yes. Heavy999 suddenly realises that he might be in danger if that enemy T-71 comes this direction. The Oni's gone up on top of the slope and the T-71DA can't be seen. He's inching closer and closer. The T-71 has gone. Okay, the Oni's chasing after him. I have the feeling that Heavy999 is going to go into the cap area and try and ensure that the cap's underway to force the T-71 to come back. Yeah, these guys kind of spent themselves trying to kill that Black Prince. And although they did get him in the end, they've now put everyone in a position whereby there's only one tank, a slow tank, chasing after the T-71. He did go back to our cap, and he's just killed our GW Panthers. So the good news is that because heavy999 is in this cap, and he's saying to them, come back. He's saying cap because that T-71 could sit around in that cap, and it's going to take our guys some time to turn up. There's the distinct possibility that T-71 might decide to dash down the ice road, try and get back here to reset and get a defender. So heavy999 is placing himself where he's best to locate. I'd say go behind the wrecks, but the only wreck available is the EZ8, who died in the cap area in front full view of the ice road. So instead he's pulled back, and there's that wreck. Is that T-3485? Well, the Crusaders turned up, and he's sitting in the cap now. In fact, it looks like he's going to go over the far side. We're close to capping out. And that's it! They've capped out. They've won. Smart thinking by the Arty. Here's the end of battle stats, and that's another ace tanker for heavy999 in the FV304 the Bert. He managed to get an ace tanker. He got a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he got 10. He got a gauze medal for doing more damage, exceeding 8 times the hit points for his own vehicle. And he managed to get an invader medal, although he was spotted, so of course he doesn't get the raider medal. The enemy did see him at least once during the entire game. So he misses out on the Raider medal, but he does get an Invader, and he gets a win 8 of 5,085. So 2 good medals, an Epic medal and a Battle Hero medal, and an Ace Tanker. Let's have a look at team score and see where he was. Well, surprisingly, he got the second highest damage in the game. That actually went to the Black Prince, got a high caliber for 2,743 hit points. Then we've got heavy999 with 2,593, not far behind, and the third highest damage in the game was the tank on the enemy team who was never caught, the T-71DA, who got 1,840. I suspect he was on his way back to get a reset. When it came to kills, it was shared between the Panther M10, who got 4 kills, so did the Black Prince, and so did that T-71DA. They were good players, but unfortunately they were let down by their teams, and we can see that heavy999 only got 1 kill in the entire game. When it came to base XP, it was the Panther M10 who did the best with 997. 891 went to the AMX 1357, and then we got heavy999 with 836. He fired 28 rounds in that game, 12 direct hits on the enemy, 1 penetration. Let's see if I can work out which one it was. Was it the Skoda he got the pen? No, but he did a lot of damage to that guy. Was it the T-71? No, he did damage to that guy as well. Was it the VK3002? Yes, it was. 1 pen on that guy, but he did 514 hit points of damage, so it definitely was a penetration. Let's have a look at the rest of the results. 13 splash hits on the enemy, 2,593 hit points of damage, all of it done at more than 300 meters. Damaged 6 of the enemy, killed 1, so he missed out on the Confederate, I think by just probably 1 kill. If he'd actually got or damaged 1 more tank out of that game, he might have actually got a Confederate as well. 85 capture points, that earned him his Invader medal. 41,765 credits from the game, and after resupply of ammunition, consumables took away 14,765 credits profit. He would have made a profit off a standard battle because he would have got 843 off that one, or rather I should say a free-to-play game. 1,254 XP, no multipliers, that's all the experience points he took away. But 2 ace tanker games in the FV304. It's not an easy tank to play well because it's so small, it's quite fat, and it's less maneuverable than it used to be when it started out. But it's got that fantastic 4.5-inch howitzer, which is actually quite effective at getting quick shots on the enemy. In fact, actually, the Crusader SP has the 4.5-inch howitzer as well, and so does the Bishop, and you know how good they are as well at getting accurate shots on the enemy. In fact, the Crusader SP can be quite fun to play because even though it does have that howitzer and the short range, it can actually move about quite quickly. It's not the fastest Arty in the game, that is the Bert, the FV304, but it's still fairly quick, and that allows it to do damage in lots of places all over the map and to quickly retreat when it needs to. I hope you enjoyed both those replays. If you did, please give this video a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And of course, please do remember that we've got more tank battles and Arty games for you, as well as a second channel called The General, where you can watch great replays without any commentary whatsoever. Thanks for watching.